Stocks our strategists feel are poised to deliver positive returns are featured now in their top stock picks of the week.
This is the top stock picks of the week. I'm Tracy Reinick, and I'm joined in the chairs this time with Brian Hamilton, and we're talking about a casino operator and a fast casual restaurant chain, both Zacks #1 stocks. So Brian, you brought the casino operator, Wynn Resorts. What's going on with them? I mean, I'm thinking with the economy pretty good in the U.S., a lot of people must be gambling.
Oh, the gambling and entertainment segment is on the upswing. The Las Vegas Strip just recently reported that year-over-year revenues were up 7.8%. And Macau also recently reported that revenues had recently hit a 2-year high. Well, this is fantastic news for Wynn Resorts, who is actually getting a bigger and bigger piece of the total market share in both Vegas and Macau. And it's really showed up in the most recent earnings report where revenues are up almost 50%. Steve Wynn, who's the CEO of Wynn Resorts, also approved a 50-cent dividend, which gives them a 1.64% annual dividend yield. They also are taking these profits and reinvesting them in their properties. They're spending about $450 to $500 million to improve their already beautiful Las Vegas golf course. Now, this is designed to improve their occupancy rates at their resorts, which are already up. Vegas resorts occupancies are up 6%, and Macau's up 20%. So
does this Macau number, do you think that has to do with, things improving in China? Because it sounds like they are, so.
Well, yes, the growth in China is also improving, and it's all just overall in the gaming industry, we're seeing a nice uptick. As actually we'll see here in our graph, in 2014, the stock price hit a high, but we saw a pullback all the way into 2016. Now, this was all across the board in the gaming and industry. But if you notice here in 2017, we're seeing a nice uptick, and the brown line below it, you're seeing that's an estimate revisions going up. So if we look at our next slide, we will see that our earnings estimate consensus for Q2, Q3, fiscal year 2017, and fiscal year 2018 have all seen nice improvements over the last 90 days. So what we have here is a strong growth stock who pays a great dividend, who's looking really good for the next couple of years. Now, to add a bonus to this, if the government can actually get their stuff straight and actually legislate and push through these tax reforms, it will give the consumer more disposable income, and which will be another boon for the entire industry and more specifically Wynn Resorts.
Right, because we're gonna go gamble with our extra. We do
exactly.
We do. Yeah. Okay, so that sounds like a good story, and obviously we got the rising estimates, which is where the Zacks #1 rank comes from.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, I'm going to be watching this one now. I brought it's not totally the same area, but fast casual restaurant chain. You haven't heard much about these guys. You can see from my chart, I actually thought it was kind of similar to yours. Like those earnings estimates kept going up, and then a little bit later, but in 2015, we saw that decline because people, apparently we just weren't going out as much. Right. Restaurants were the big thing in 2014, the big industry, and everyone thought it could go on forever. Now, have you ever been to Red Robin Gourmet?
I have been to their Burger Works here in the city, but I have not been to their suburban restaurants. I'm kind of more of a city person, so I don't get out there too often.
Yeah, the suburban restaurants are their standard one that is true across the country. They have about 500 restaurants actually, so they're quite a big chain. But it's fast casual, so it is sit down, and there's a full bar. You get a waiter, all that kind of stuff with alcohol. All that.
Do they still serve those great burgers there?
They do, and the hallmark is the steak fries. And we didn't really get a big look into those here in Chicago when they were operating those Burger Works, because in the regular restaurants, you get free fill-ups of those.
Hey,
so you get kind of addicted. So you didn't get the full impact of the steak fries. And they actually shut down those Burger Works all in Chicago. They were testing it here and in Denver. It wasn't working because I think it was impacting the brand. So they shut all those down, and they're just focusing on the full service, but that seems to be working, and it's popular with families actually. And again, you get the endless steak fries. So you do see here, similar to Wynn, the brown line is 2017. It's starting to go up a little bit there because they did beat and raise. The beat was pretty significant in the first quarter. Same-store sales up 1%. Everybody on the street expected it to be down, so that was positive. Anybody that's doing in the positive on the restaurant chains is good. They're having an analyst day this week, so we're going to find out more what's really going on there. But they didn't really revise same-store sales for the year, so that gives some of the analysts a little bit of pause that while it's a good story and things seem to be turning around, maybe not quite as strong as everybody anticipates. But you can see from the estimates, they started off 90 days ago really strong for this year and in 2018. Then they were all cut as everybody got kind of, bearish on the retail or on the restaurant industry. Then they've surged back up again here because they did raise full year EPS guidance. And, next year's not looking too bad either. As long as you're getting these growth, that's a good story. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the consumer, I think, here. Because, again, if we get the tax reform or we get tax cuts, we will spend it. That's the whole point of it.
We
it
also
is a stimulus.
have very low unemployment. We also are
Right.
seeing more people getting more paid as well. And so they tend to take, where they have more money, they go out and spend it on entertainment, casual dining,
Right.
going to see a movie, or go to the casinos.
Yeah.
So that is the trend is there for us on those.
It's true. And it also seems that when they're feeling really good, they do both of those things too.
Oh, yeah.
They will eat out, and then they'll go to the casino.
Yes,
So this is a good area to be in, and we're both going to keep watching it.
Most definitely.
And, they're both, as I said, Zach's rank #1 stocks. So we'll be back again next week with some more top stock picks. Be sure to tune in because we'll have some more great picks for you.